We want to close tonight with a profile of a true underground movement. There's nothing new about predictions that the end of the world is upon us. But as Carter Evans shows us, there's plenty new about how some people are preparing for it.
What began as a pipe dream for Ron Hubbard,
you hear that?
Has become big business. Underground.
We call this the backyard bunker.
These days, the fear market is booming.
You can't build them fast enough.
I can't build them fast enough right now. It's better to have a shelter 10 years early than 5 minutes late.
But unlike those Cold War era concrete bunkers with just the basics, these survival shelters come fully loaded.
It's got everything a house does. It's just 20 feet underground. Luxury bedrooms, big screen TVs, game room, underground pool. You can have anything you want.
You've actually seen people put jacuzzis in these?
Oh God, yeah.
Hubbard is selling safety and style in a world with no shortage of apocalyptic possibilities.
In the 60s, they only worried about the nuclear attacks from Cuba and Russia. Now we have to worry about biological attacks, or chemical warfare, terrorist threats, economic crash, nuclear fallout, nuclear threats from Korea and China.
When people think about survivalists and survival shelters, they think about people who
might be crackpots. I thought there would be some Looney Tunes that would show up, but no, these are professionals.
Like Robert Acosta, a Los Angeles businessman who's banking on his own $85,000 bunker.
You got to take precautions, and you got to look out for your family
Just
in the
in
future,
case.
just in case.
At worst, it's a very nice guest house.
Yes, it is, and that's another thing too. When I have relatives that come visit, sorry, I only have 3 rooms. I may have to put you in the bunker house.
Whether it's missiles or market meltdowns,
It's amazing what we can do underground.
I guess the ground's the limit, huh?
There's no limit. I mean, I hope it never happens, but mathematically, it all adds up to Armageddon.
but down here, Armageddon can wait.
Sit back and watch TV and enjoy it.
Carter Evans, CBS News, Montebello, California.
Now, preparing for the worst by setting yourself up with only the best. We're talking luxurious kitchens, swimming pools, even a gym.
These are bunkers built just in case of an emergency. Tonight, CBS 2 takes you inside luxury survival. Bomb shelters like this were a common sight in backyards in the Cold War 1950s. As this promotional video shows, today's backyard survival bunker looks more like a 5-star resort, equipped with everything from an indoor pool and state-of-the-art movie theater to a dog run, even an interactive classroom, all underground.
They could live here and enjoy the facility, not just survive.
Survive whatever may come, in comfort, whether it's a natural disaster or future terror attack.
It was part of the selling point.
New Jersey resident Ralph Henrich paid to reserve space in this underground luxury bunker for his family, his wife, and 3 kids. The cost, $50,000 per adult and $35,000 for children under 16. That's nearly $200,000 for an average family of 4.
Leather sofas, high-end kitchens, comfortable bedrooms.
Several companies now design and build these high-end shelters. Some are private, made for individual families. But Henrich chose a community shelter created by Vivos with dozens of other people. It's like an apartment complex that can hold up to 80 people. It's fully stocked with a year's worth of food, toiletries, linens, medical supplies, ATVs, and so much more. The massive 10,000 square foot shelter has all the comforts of home, but built 65 feet below ground with reinforced concrete and steel.
Am I looking forward to ever going there? Absolutely not. But if I had to go somewhere, I'd rather go to the Vivos location than a missile silo that's concrete and cold.
The community he'll be going to is made up of doctors, dentists, ex-military, and other people with particular and necessary skills. But the bunker is not in New Jersey.
The location of this group shelter is Indiana.
In case of disaster, Henrich will have to get his family to the middle of the country, where he believes it's safer.
So this facility always has 2 sources of water, 2 generators, two sources of food, the ability to grow food.
People are starting to recognize that they have to take responsibility for themselves.
Survival specialist Shane Hobel says this mindset is becoming more and more common, but you don't have to be a millionaire to have a plan to protect yourself and your family.
The importance here is skills.
Henrich says he hopes he never has to use the bunker, but it's money well spent. He calls it his insurance policy.
If you look throughout history, the people that have foreseen events and adjusted accordingly have survived and possibly thrived.
He is thinking ahead. The company that built his bunker, Vivos, is in the process of planning a community shelter in upstate New York. If you want to find out more about these kinds of shelters, head over to cbsnewyork.com.
Loves making movies about frightening apocalyptic events. Take the film 2012 and the race to build giant arks before massive floods engulf the planet. It's all fiction, of course, or is it? The reality of growing threats in the DPRK, political instability in the U.S., and ongoing doomsday theories is stoking fears, and it's triggering some to prepare for the worst.
Do you have a statistic about the increase that you've seen of late in sales?
I would say our sales are up over 1,000%.
Robert Vicino is founder and CEO of Vivos Group, a California-based company that builds ships to underground bomb shelters that Vicino says can withstand.
It's not what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. We have built shelters for whatever is going to be prepared for everything.
Vivos has a range of shelters in the U.S. and Europe, with more on the way. This one in the state of Indiana can accommodate 80 people for more than a year at a one-time cost of $35,000 per person. By the way, it's sold out. In Germany, the ultra-luxurious Europa 1 is customized with 5-star amenities. Private quarters will set you back about $2 million per person. Clinical psychiatrist Emmanuel Maidenberg says buying into a bomb shelter may seem extreme, but not to those who live with fear and anxiety.
The majority of people will actually follow through with what they want to do. And the reason is that if they can afford it, if it's something that they thought that will help them, the level of reward that they perceive for themselves in it is so significant that most people are likely to go through with it.
Vivos' next big project is in the Republic of Korea, where threats from the DPRK are growing by the day. Plans are underway to build a massive multi-level 23,000 square meter shelter.
Most shelter clients want to remain anonymous for a variety of reasons, so they rarely speak to the press. But for the first time in Vivos' 10-year history, it allowed me to speak to one of their clients over the phone. Kevin told me he bought into the Vivos, Indiana facility 3 years ago, mainly for his teenage son. He said he was extremely relieved after he joined, and even though he knows there are no guarantees in life, he told his son it's good to at least have some options. May Lee, CGTN. Los Angeles.
Unusual item and Bountiful is capturing the curiosity of people who pass by. It's bright yellow, 10 feet wide, and over 40 feet long. What is it? Fox 13's Todd Tanner has the answer in this week's Uniquely Utah.
On the main road that goes through Bountiful, Utah, you can buy all the things you would expect to buy. You can get your tires changed, you can get some fast food, or for $30,000 or more, you can get yourself one of these.
It's so big and so yellow. We had one guy drive by and he was like slamming on his brakes because he couldn't make it into the parking lot.
So what is it?
This is a 43-foot emergency shelter. It's supposed to be buried underground, but for this purpose, to get everybody into it to see it, is bright yellow and sitting right here in the middle of the parking lot.
Don Kaufman has been selling survival goods and gear for years at Emergency Essentials.
Our mission is to help people get prepared for any kind of disaster or any emergency, really.
But since the shelter arrived a few weeks ago, she's been busy giving tours.
So this right here is where you would enter. There's 4 bunk beds in this one, and underneath each bunk there's storage for each person. Nice leather couch, really cool entertainment center. It has everything that you need inside it. Totally self-contained. It could be for anything. It could be earthquakes, tornadoes, bad weather.
This shelter even has a master suite here, very cozy and private at the end, where you could lie in bed and read up on nuclear war survival skills. Aside from surviving the unthinkable, the shelter also appeals to people for other reasons.
We even get some guys that come in and they go, this would be a cool man cave.
How many have they sold?
Most people who buy them don't want to tell.
And Dawn won't either.
Right, no one knows it's there. The only thing that sticks up are those two little vents, and they actually sell things to camouflage them.
In Bountiful, Todd Tanner, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Shalawamakiam, Wa'akwathiam, Kahalayam, Wahathapa Arathla, Abanawa Yahweh, Bahashem Shal, Malak Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Shalha, Wakakwadash, Lyra Lam Wa Adayam. All praises and the glory to our Father Yahweh, in the name of King Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit forever and always. Much love to all the real brothers and real sisters out there that are looking forward to the kingdom of heaven and looking forward to the destruction of America, which is very soon to come. The day of our salvation is nearer than what we believe, and it is going to happen in our lifetime. Much love to all the real brothers out there that are helping seal the 144,000, the house of David, Ha Bayath Shao Dawada, and we pray to be part of that number. Much love to all the 1/3 Israelites all around the earth. Much love to the helpers and friends of the prophets of the men and women. Much love to all the Israelites that are scattered amongst all the heathen but don't have the typical Israelite appearance. But they still go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the holy, royal, chosen seed line, who the kingdom of heaven, salvation, the covenants, promises, blessings, and everlasting life is only for. And much love to the 1/3 women and children that are also going to receive salvation through a man of the Lord. And this video is titled about how the 144,000 men and the 1/3 women and children will live in comfort during Jacob's trouble. And I actually had some more videos to show you all, but since my Wi-Fi was acting up, it only let me play a few, but y'all get the point. Like, y'all see all these amazing luxury bunkers, guess what? Those are for us. When you first come in this truth, you're like, damn, I gotta prep, I gotta get food, I gotta get guns, I gotta get a bunker. But guess what? We don't gotta get none of that. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua already has bunkers laid up for us. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua already has food laid up for us. And guess what? We don't need guns. You know why? Because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, he's gonna bless us with that spiritual power. And we're gonna have the protection of the holy angels. Yes, so guess what? Yo, we are gonna be all set when Jacob's trouble comes. We truly are. We don't gotta worry about none of the bullshit that these heathens are worrying about, or even 2/3. You know why? Because everything they're laying up is all for us. Like this right here, this picture you see, that's an actual underground bunker. Can you imagine with you and all your wives up in there, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai blessing y'all with like a 20-year supply of food? Not that you're gonna need a whole 20-year supply, but just to have it. Just to have the abundance, the comfort, being able to have all the food you want, and having full stomachs, all you and your wife satisfied, and your kids too. Guess what? That's about to be a reality. Yo, can you imagine making Toll House cookies with all your wives up in there? Making a batch of 500 cookies, and all y'all just chomping down and just eating some delicious food? And just making love to them one by one. One night you choose this one, and another night you choose that one. Yo, that's how it's gonna be very soon. We're coming into the time of our blessings. We are more precious than fine gold, and we're about to live like it. For real. All the wealth is being translated to us. Yeah, so let's get into the scriptures now. I got a lot of good scriptures ready. And this right here is another picture of a bunker right here too. That's what we're gonna be very soon. And this is Jeremiah chapter 30 and 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Yeah, so the worst time ever in human history is about to come on the earth. The worst time ever in the history of the earth is about to come, known as Jacob's trouble. And it says he shall be saved out of it. Only the 144,000 men and the 1/3 women and children of the nation of Israel will be saved out of it. 2/3 are gonna die. The majority of these heathens are gonna die. And the heathens that don't die, they're gonna be saved for slavery. But salvation is for us. Everyone else is gonna feel the wrath of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai, but us, we're gonna be living good as all hell is breaking loose. We're gonna live good while it's hell on earth. We're gonna live good while there's mass pandemonium. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai has our back. And we're gonna have plenty of food. We're gonna have everything we need. We don't need to worry about nothing. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai, he has all of our worries taken care of. For real. So we don't gotta worry about what we're gonna do, how we're gonna get money. Hell no. Like how it says in Romans the 8th chapter, it says how Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai freely gives us all things. And this is Matthew chapter 7, Matthew chapter 6, verse 34. Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. Yeah, so we're not supposed to take no thought for the morrow. We're not supposed to worry about later. We're not supposed to worry about next week, this weekend. Because we don't even know what's going to happen then. We don't even know if we're going to be alive then. That's why the scriptures say, boast not thyself for tomorrow. Because we don't even know what's going to happen. We just got to worry about the now, because now you're already dealing with issues that are going on currently. So we got to worry about everything step by step. We can't worry about something when we're not even at that specific stage yet. Once we handle one problem, that's when we're able to worry about another one. Like how a lot of people talk about multitasking, but really you're supposed to focus on one thing at once. Because think of it like a house, right? If you turn on the water in the downstairs bathroom, if you turn on the water in the upstairs bathroom, and if you turn on the water in the kitchen, then the water pressure is going to be very weak, right? But if that water pressure is only concentrated in one direction, then that water is going to come out with full force. So when we focus on one thing at a time, then we can focus on that one thing with full force and all of our attention and all of our power. So we just got to focus on one thing at a time. Yeah, so you're watching this video right now, whether it's nighttime, whether it's in the morning, afternoon, we got to worry about the now. Because later, tomorrow, has its own worries. So we don't got to worry about what we're going to do in Jacob's trouble. Because the same way we get put into all these other situations, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai always delivers us out of it. And then once we get delivered out, we was like, oh shit, I was just bugging out for nothing. I had no need to worry, because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshai already had it solved. before I even got into that situation. Yeah, so guess what? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua already has all your favorite foods ready, all your favorite drinks, all the beautiful women you want already lit up for you. Everything that you want is already ready for you. Yeah, the way that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua is gonna deliver you everything is already set. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua is not gonna leave us hanging. He never left us hanging before, and he ain't gonna do it again this time. We just gotta know that when it comes to all these plagues and when it comes to all the wrath of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua, we gotta know that we're gonna be all good. Shoot, we haven't been getting messed up currently, so guess what? We're not gonna get messed up later. When it comes to the wrath of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua, that's reserved for all these 2/3 devils and heathens. But we're gonna get the mercy of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua like how we've been receiving. And this is Sirach, chapter 33 and 1. There shall no evil happen unto him that feareth Yahweh, but in temptation even again he will deliver him. Yes, so it says how no evil will happen unto him that fears and believes Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua. Yes, so we're not supposed to fear nothing else. As long as we fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua, we're all good. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua wants us to fear him, keep his commandments to the best of our ability, and pray and look forward to the destruction of his place, and continue to sigh and cry, and everything's gonna be all good. Because very soon we're about to be the new rich. The tables are turning. Shoot, these devils think that they're gonna still continue to live it up as all hell is breaking loose, and they think that they're still gonna continue to remain the upper class and we're gonna continue to still remain as the have-nots. Fuck no, hell no. Hell no, we're about to have everything of theirs. Like how it says in Job, it says how Esau has swallowed down riches and they shall vomit them up again. Yeah, so guess what? Esau's coughing up everything, even before we get the kingdom. Even as Esau goes down, even before officially Yahushua comes back, we're going to have his bunkers, we're going to have his food, we're going to take his women, which we're already doing. Yeah, so we're already taking everything. All the power, all the wealth, all the riches, everything is in the middle of being translated right to us. Yeah, so we have a lot of beautiful times to look forward to. For real, can you imagine being in that room, having some wine, having some manna, with some beautiful wives of yours, with some chocolate chip cookies, with some cheesecake brownies? Yo, that's how it's gonna be very soon. We're gonna have all of our beautiful wives making desserts for us, making delicious dinners. For real, we're gonna be living very good very soon. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua is with us. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua, he has us shielded from all the things that are about to happen. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua is with us. And this is Sirach chapter 32 and 14. It says, whoso feareth the Lord Yahweh will receive his discipline, and they that seek him early shall find favor. Yes, so Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua, he loves it when we seek him and only him. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua likes it when we put our trust in him rather than man. Because it says in the book of Psalms 118, it says, cursed be the man. No, that's an, actually, no, let me get it. Let me hold off on, Sirach 32, because there's some more I want to get from there, but let me go to Jeremiah real quick. It says it once in Jeremiah, and it says it also in Psalms 118. But let's go to Jeremiah 17 first. Jeremiah chapter 17, and I'll begin at 5. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, whose heart departeth from the Lord Yahweh. Yes, so we're not supposed to depart from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua. When we trust in man, when we trust in imperfect beings, because we're imperfect, it doesn't matter whether you're an Israelite or a heathen. We're all imperfect. We're the righteous nation, but we're all in imperfect bodies. Very soon we're going to be in immortal bodies, but for now we're imperfect. So we can't trust in ourselves. We can't trust in each other. We have to trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua. Because us being in these imperfect bodies, we fail, we forget, we come short, We make mistakes, but Yahweh, he's the Most High. He never makes mistakes. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua is undefeated. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua has a perfect record. So we're supposed to always be putting our trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua, because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua never messes up. He's all-knowing, all-seeing. So when it comes to putting our faith into something, we gotta trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua 144%. Yes, so it said, cursed be the man that trusts in man, right? And then in Jeremiah 17:7 it says, blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord Yahweh, and whose hope the Lord is. Yeah, so guess what? By us trusting in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua, we're blessed. By us trusting in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua, we're automatically on the winning side. For real. But by us trusting in man, that's an automatic death sentence, because that's automatic failure. And now let's get it out of Psalms. Let's go to Psalms 118. Psalms chapter 118 and 8. It is better to trust in the Lord Yahweh than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in the Lord Yahweh than to put confidence in princes. Yes, so trusting in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua is always going to get us delivered. We may not always see the way of escape immediately. We may be uncertain, but we know that it's going to work, because when it comes to faith, that's the whole entire point, is us not knowing how we're going to make it. Because that's what makes it faith, because that's why it says in the book of Romans, the 8th chapter, it says hope that is seen is not hope. For if we already see it, why do we yet hope for it? Because if we already see it, then that'll require no faith, because we already know how it's going to happen. But when you're at the edge of your seat, when you don't know, when you're like, oh shoot, what's going to happen? How am I going to get out of this one? Then you have no choice but to just blindly trust. And that's exactly what faith is. For real. And now let's go back to Sirach. Let's go to Sirach chapter 32 and 14 again. Whoso feareth the Lord Yahweh will receive his discipline, and they that seek him early shall find favor. Yes, so all hell hasn't broke loose yet. So guess what? Even 2/3 still have a chance to repent, even though they're not going to do it. Only the 144,000 men and the 1/3 women and children are seeking repentance, and are seeking Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua's mercy and forgiveness, and are seeking salvation and deliverance. But 2/3 don't care. 2/3 are gonna wait till all hell breaks loose. Just like in the days of Noah. Just like in the days of Noah, people thought he was crazy. People thought that nothing was gonna happen. But then once that rain came, the people was taking it seriously then. Our people are only gonna try to get right once all hell really, really breaks loose. Once Esau declares martial law, and once 2/3 start getting their doors busted open and getting blasted in the head, and once they start getting put to death and dropping like flies, that's when they're gonna want to get it. Once women start getting raped, and once men of the Lord got spiritual power, and once we got food and everyone else is starving, that's when people are gonna want to get it, but it's gonna be too late. We're supposed to be seeking Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua now before that time comes. That's why it says in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, that's why it says that we gotta seek the Creator while the evil days come not. We gotta seek Yahweh in the days of our youth before the evil days come. And that time's now. For real. We don't want to wait till the rain comes. Now we want to be on the ark before the rain comes. For real, we want to be ready so that way we don't gotta get ready. For real, because this is all about to be over with. For real, this place is about to be done. You got millions of people. I believe the number's like around like 28 million that are facing homelessness. So it's about to get nasty. A lot of people are about to rebel. You got cops being defunded. Race wars happening on a low level. For real, like, yo, this has been a crazy ass year. And that was only the first 6 months of 2020. Now we're about to approach the other half, because now we're on the other half of the year now that it's July. And we already know damn well this other half is going to be even crazier. And we look forward to it. For real, beautiful things are happening. We're about to be up out of here. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua is going to have us living nice and comfortable. When all hell breaks loose, we're going to love it. For real. And bear with me a second. Let me get some water real quick. Alright, all set, let's get right back to it. But for real, like these pictures you see, these are all underground bunkers. Yeah, just imagine laying up in one of those with some delicious baked treats from your beautiful wives, getting massaged, just cuddling at night, having women play with your beard and cuddle with you. That's how it's about to be very soon. This is coming very soon. It's coming sooner than we think. Yahweh Shemeshah is gonna have us all hooked up. We have nothing to fear. We have nothing to worry about. We don't gotta worry about starving to death. We don't gotta worry about being left forsaken. Hell no, Yahweh Shemeshah, he's gonna make sure that we're all good. For real, because everything that these devils and heathens are storing up, thinking that it's gonna be for them, hell no, they're getting it all for us. That's all ours right there. And let's get that too. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 13, verse 21. It says, evil pursueth sinners, but to the righteous good shall be repaid. It says, a good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. Yeah, so guess what? These wicked people, they all have stored up treasures. And these wicked people, how do they get all their wealth and riches? They got it through wickedness. So because they didn't get it righteously, it's going to be given to who? It's going to be given to the righteous, which is us. So guess what? There's thousands of bunkers. There's thousands of random food supplies everywhere. You know how many devils have these marijuana grow houses? They have their own greenhouses. You know how many of these Edomites that they call psychonauts and these so-called psychedelic experts that have their own stash of DMT and have their own stash of manna? Guess what? That's all for us right there. For real, we're gonna be enjoying all that very soon. That's all for us. For real, when all hell breaks loose, we're gonna have plenty of everything. For real, we're gonna have plenty of everything. Yahweh Shemeshah is gonna make sure of that. And this is Psalm chapter 37 and 25. It says, I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. Yeah, so King David said that he has never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. And he said that he's now old. He said that he was once young, but he's now old, and he has never seen the righteous forsaken. So guess what that means? That right there, the righteous will never be forsaken. So we never got to worry about being forsaken. And like how it said in the book of Sirach, it said, he that fears the Lord Yahweh shall receive favor. Yeah, so guess what? So as long as we fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, we're always going to receive his mercy. We're always going to have food. We're always going to have our prayers answered. We're always going to have a hedge of protection around us. For real. We're never going to be forsaken. When it came to all of our worst situations, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai delivered us out of it. And everything that we're going through right now, we're going to be delivered out of that as well. And everything that we will go through in the future when it comes to Jacob's trouble, we're also going to be delivered out of that. Because King David also said how many are the afflictions of the righteous, but he shall be delivered out of them all. Yeah, so we're always going to be protected. We're always going to be good. For real. Yahweh Shemeshah is with us. We would never be in a position where we're gonna be completely assed out. We may go through some afflictions and go through the furnace, but being completely left hanging, that ain't gonna happen to us. And everything that we're going through now, it's all gonna be undone, it's all gonna be reversed, and very soon we're gonna be doing better than ever. We're gonna be the new rich very soon. Very soon we're gonna be the haves, and these devils, heathens, and two-thirds, they're gonna be the have-nots. Yahweh Shemeshah is about to switch everything around. For real. Very soon we're gonna be the ones doing all the laughing. And everyone else, they're gonna be looking up at us like, oh shoot, we're the blessed ones. Everyone's gonna see that we're blessed. Everyone is going to see that we are more precious than fine gold. Let's grab that too. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 13 and 12. And it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So guess what, yo? We're going to be blessed so greatly that everyone's going to know that we're the men of the Lord. Everyone's going to hear about the men of the Lord. When it comes time to Jacob's trouble, and when it's during famine and there's mass death and everyone's left hanging, nobody has water, soap, nobody has clean clothes, everyone's all disoriented, everyone's all weak and sick and fainting, and everyone's going crazy. Yo, we're gonna be so precious and we're gonna have such a glow that when people see us, people are gonna be like, oh, there goes one of the 144,000. Oh, there goes the men of the Lord right there. Oh, there goes one of the chosen. Oh, there goes one of those more precious than fine gold men. Yep, that's how it's gonna be very soon. Yep, the same way when you see a Lamborghini, like, oh shit, or any sports car. Very soon, that's how it's gonna be seeing us. Everyone's gonna want to be cool with us. Us having that power, having that glow, and people seeing us with that hedge of protection. People are gonna want that because by people being cool with us, they know they're gonna be protected. They know no strange apparitions ain't gonna mess with them. They know that any martial art troopers or no cannibals ain't gonna mess with them. They know that they're gonna have a glow to them. And then they know that they're gonna be stable and be all set. Yep, so guess what? Anyone else that's cool with us, they're also gonna be in a good state as well. Yep, our glow is gonna rub off on everybody else. It's like when you take one candle and you light that candle and you have a bunch of other candles, and instead of using the lighter to light those other candles and wasting lighter fluid, all you do is use that one candle that's already lit, and now you can light the other ones without wasting any more lighter fluid. Like it's like a cycle. Now you can light every other single candle. Yep. Well, guess what? Us having that light, us being those spiritual candles, because we're in a world of darkness, and us being the men of the Lord, we're the only ones that have that light. Guess what? Everyone else is gonna survive and feed off of our light. We have the light. And that's why it says in Ecclesiastes, the 8th chapter, it says wisdom makes a man's face to shine. Yeah, so we have a shine to us, and people can see it. Yo, and like how that quote goes, I seen an ill quote. It was like, you know what it was like, you know what it takes for stars to shine? A whole lot of fucking darkness. Yeah, so guess what? We need the darkness to come. How else we gonna shine? It's like if you buy a flashlight, if you buy a nightlight, the only time you see it is during the dark, so you need the darkness. So during these dark times, this is when we shine. We need the darkness because now we're being noticed. For real, like how the other quote goes, the darkest nights produce the brightest stars. Yep, and we're stars. And everyone is gonna see it. Everybody. For real, it's only getting darker and darker. And guess what? The closer that we get to the end, we're only getting richer and richer, spiritually and physically. Yahweh Shemeshah is with us. And it's going to happen in the most miraculous ways too. Like the way that we get led to bunkers, the way that we get spiritual power, the way that we get our wives, the way that we come across our food supplies. It's all going to happen in the most miraculous, amazing ways. For real, we're going to be living in abandoned mansions. We're going to be up in gated communities. We're going to be up in abandoned luxury hotels. We're going to be up in abandoned vacation resorts. Yeah, we're just going to have the whole entire earth to ourselves. We're going to have that spiritual power, so no one's going to be able to mess with us. It's not like we're going to be afraid wherever we go, like wondering, oh, like, am I going to have to worry about some militia group trying to mess with me or some lawless men trying to come at me? Hell no. We're gonna take out any threat that comes our way because we'll have that spiritual power. Yo, so Jacob's Trouble's gonna be fun for us. Like, of course it's gonna be scary, but us having that power, once we get that spiritual power, we already know that we're of the 144,000. Once we get that power, boom, we already know that we got our ticket punched for the kingdom of heaven, and that we're gonna be up on a chariot shortly. So we're gonna be good. For real. And yes, this is also another picture of a bunker right here with a pool in it. You even got underground bunkers with pools up in them. So we're going to be swimming. And guess what? Even if you do go to a bunker with no pool, you'll just use your spiritual power and make one. For real, some of your wives are going to be like, damn, Adonai, I wish we could swim. You're going to be like, hold on real quick. You're just going to move your hands around all fancy, snap your finger. You're just going to go into an empty room that's mad big. And then, y'all remember Dragon Ball Z, right? With Cell. Y'all remember when Cell used his spiritual powers and he used lasers in his eyes? And he made that tournament ring when he was fucking them up? Yo, Cell was fucking them up. For real, yo, the Cell saga and Dragon Ball Z, that was like one of the best sagas. But y'all remember when he made the tournament ring? We're gonna be able to make buildings, make houses, and make anything that we want just like that. So you'll be able to make a pool with spiritual power. You make a jacuzzi with spiritual power. Shit, you'll even make a house or make anything, make a bunker or anything with spiritual power. Because Yahushua said that we're gonna do even greater works than him. So we're gonna be doing all types of amazing things very soon. For real. We're gonna be doing some amazing things. For real, we're living in the time of miracles and blessings. For real. We have a lot of beautiful things to look forward to. For real, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua said for us not to be afraid. All we gotta do is continue trusting him. All the times that we were afraid, whenever we knew that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua had our back, we were like, damn, I was afraid for nothing. All the times that we didn't trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, whenever we were in trouble, and we thought that we wouldn't make it through, but then boom, we got delivered out of nowhere. We were always like, damn, Yahweh Hashem had my back all this time. I had no reason to even worry. For real, so we don't even gotta waste our energy worrying. Like, you ever hear that saying, be a warrior, not a worrier? Yeah, all we gotta do is believe. For real. We gotta use our energy believing and not use our energy worrying. Because when you worry, that actually damages your nervous system, your brain, your cells. Because all that adrenaline and all that cortisol, which cortisol is the stress hormone, that's all running through your blood. And that's only supposed to be used. Your adrenaline, that's only supposed to be, that fight or flight response, that's only supposed to be released when you're in a serious moment, not just always being pumped and pumped and pumped, because that right there takes a toll on you. It makes you age quicker. It makes you get sick more. It weakens your immune system. It weakens your nervous system. Yeah, like how that saying goes, worrying about the problems of tomorrow takes away the happiness of today. Yeah, so we just gotta live in the moment. Just worry about what's going on now. Don't worry about that problem, because guess what? By the time it comes to dealing with that problem, the way and the solution for that problem is already going to be given to you. Yahweh Hashem He gives us all the answers, and he gives us everything we need exactly when we need it. It's kind of like, you remember when your mom would make some bomb-ass food when you were younger? It could be anything. Whether she made spaghetti, chili, lasagna, anything. Some ribs. You remember how you wanted a big-ass plate of food? But then she took your plate from you and scooped, and before you put your fork to your mouth, she took like half of what you scooped onto your plate and she put it back into the pot. And then he's like, but I want that. She's like, nah, just eat this first. Eat what you have now. You could always come back for more. And then you're like, damn, you wanted all that, right? But then you eat that little bit that she gave you. And then once you finish up that little bit, then guess what? Then you come back for more. Yep, so guess what? Once that time finally comes, Yahweh Hashem gives us the answer. He gives us the solution, and everything's all good. Yeah, so we don't gotta stress about nothing. For real. Yo, and one brother put up this ill meme before on Instagram. It was like, you don't know the bus driver, but you trust the bus driver to get you to your destination. It was like, you don't know the pilot, but you trust him to fly the plane safely. You don't know the taxi driver, you don't know the Uber driver, but you all trust them to get to your destination safely. But guess what? We know Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, right? So isn't he going to get us to our destination safely, which is the kingdom of heaven, and going back home to Israel, Jerusalem, our homeland? Yup. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai got us. Nobody can do their job better than Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai. That's why it's called the Most High. He knows what he's doing. It's scary and it's easier said than done, but guess what? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai got our back. So guess what? There's a lot of problems you got tomorrow. You're like, damn, how am I going to pay this bill? How am I going to get this done? But guess what? It always works out. We never know how, but then it always works out of nowhere. So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai is with us. For real. So guess what? We don't got to fear nothing. We don't got to fear. We don't got to think that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai left us hanging. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai will not leave us hanging. He never has and he never will. And let's get that where it says how Yahweh told us not to fear. And don't you, it even says in the scriptures, fear not 365 times. And that's no coincidence because there's 365 days in a year. So every day we're supposed to be living, not being afraid. We're supposed to always be living, putting all of our trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai. And let's continue on. And let's go to... This is Isaiah chapter 41, and I'll begin at 10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Yes, so Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, he told us not to fear not. He told us to fear not, my bad. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai told us not to fear, and he said that he would strengthen us, and he said that he would help us. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai said that he will uphold us. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai ain't gonna let us fall. And let me go back to Isaiah. I'm gonna hold off on Isaiah 41, but let's go to Joshua, because we have to remember that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, he's always fighting our battles. All we gotta do is be still and trust him. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, he does all the fighting for us. All we gotta do is trust him and let him work behind the scenes with the holy angels, and they take care of everything. For real, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai gets everything handled. And let's go to Joshua. Let me try Joshua chapter. Let me see. Joshua chapter 23. And I'll begin at 3. And ye have seen all that the Lord Yahweh, your God, hath done unto all these nations because of you. For the Lord your God Yahweh is he that hath fought for you. And so guess what? When it came to us having spiritual powers, it was ultimately Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai. Because he gave us that power. And guess what? Even King David having spiritual power, he still even gave all credit and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai. So everything comes from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai. He does all the fighting for us. For real. So we don't gotta worry about nothing. We don't gotta take matters into our own hands. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai is the ultimate mastermind. So we don't gotta worry about figuring things out. Like how that quote goes. We don't gotta figure things out. We just gotta trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai that he already has everything all figured out. For real. So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, he's taking care of all of our enemies for us. He said, fear not. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, he has us covered. That's why it says, if Yahweh be for us, who can be against us? Nobody could be against us. For real. And this is back in Isaiah chapter 41, and we'll go to verse 11. It says, behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. Yeah, and where it says incensed against thee, that's talking about all those that want to harm us, all those that have beef with us. And that's why you have that slang term, like people that want to smoke. Like, oh, you got smoke with somebody? Yeah, beef. Yep, and that incense creates what? Smoke. Yes, so we have smoke with a lot of people. 2/3, our own people, our own family. That's why it says a man's foes shall be they of his own household. We have these devils after us, gang stalkers, agents. We have everybody after us. But guess what? They're all marked for death. A lot of them already have been killed. That's why we're not getting messed with the way that we used to be. So guess what? We got nothing to fear. For real. People have to be really fucking retarded to mess with us. And these gang stalkers, these agents, the ones that are surveilling us, they know exactly who we are too. They know they're not messing with no random people. They know that they're messing with 144,000. So for anyone to mess with us knowing damn well that they're gonna die and receive double for what they've done to us, they have to be really fucking retarded. For real. And they are retarded. But that's why they're gonna die. For real. But Yahweh Hashem is with us. Yep, it says, those that were incensed against us shall be ashamed and confounded. It says, they shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. Yes, so guess what? In Jacob's trouble, there's gonna be mass looting, mass riots, mass rape, mass death. But guess what? When it comes to all of our wealth and riches, when it comes to us having our bunkers, having our wives, if you have children, your children gonna be good. You're gonna have all the food you want, and guess what? None of your wealth and riches and all of your substance, none of it's gonna be taken away. None of what you have is gonna be taken away from you. Because like I was said right here, it said all those that strive with us, they're all gonna perish. And it even says in 2nd Ezra how people are gonna envy us, but they will be able to do nothing against us. Yep, look at that. Beautiful bunker, right? Got the high ceilings, got the big windows. Well, that's an electronic window, but still, it's still beautiful. Got the nice high ceilings, so you don't gotta feel all claustrophobic. Have fun, toss a football back and forth. You ever do that in a loft building, just for fun? Feel like one of my brother's old woman that he used to be with, she had one of those loft buildings with like the 50-foot ceilings. Like, yo, they're so big you could put a trampoline up in there. Like you could like race, you could do like a relay race up in there. For real. But guess what? Yahweh Hashem Yashai, he has all that ready for us when our hell breaks loose. We're not gonna be all cramped up and all stuck. Hell no. After all the hell that we went through, and all the hell that we are going through already, and that we're still gonna go through, you think we're just gonna have nothing? Hell no, we're gonna be living good. Yahweh Hashem Yashai is gonna reverse everything, and he's gonna make everything better for us. We're gonna be comfortable when our hell breaks loose. He said at destruction of famine how we should be laughing, and in order to laugh, you have to be in a position of comfort, because that's a feel-good feeling to laugh. So we're gonna be comfortable and happy, but everyone else, they're gonna be crying, mourning, weeping. It's gonna be bad for everybody else. And this is 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 27. It says, "Be not weary." Actually, I'll begin at 26. It says, "As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number." Yeah, so guess what? The 144,000 and the 1/3 are not going to perish. Yahweh Tazawa of that number. Guess what? If we're written in the book of life, that means that we're going to make it through everything. We're going to make it through the famine. We're going to make it through the race wars. We're not going to have to resort to cannibalism. We're going to have running water. We're going to have clean water. We're going to have clean clothes. We're going to have everything that we need in order to be comfortable and in order to make it by and survive. We're going to have hairbrushes. We're going to have toothpicks, combs. We're going to have toothbrushes, shampoo, socks, everything we need, everything. We're going to be good. We're going to have everything. If you have a newborn, you're going to have diapers. Your woman's going to be good. Because, yo, you got to remember, we're going to have to be comfortable. You got to remember, when our hell breaks loose, your woman's still going to have to breastfeed. You're still going to have to change diapers. We're still going to have to eat. So guess what? Isn't Yahweh Shemashai going to have to give us all that? He is, right? Exactly. So guess what? We're not going to have to go without. For Yahweh Shemashai is going to make sure we're good. Yahweh Shemashai, he just said that he will appoint his angels over us, and how they won't let none of us perish. So guess what? Yahweh Shemashai ordered his holy angels to protect us, right? And not to let us die. So the angels, they have to do it. The angels, they're not going to disobey Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai. They got to do what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai says. Yep, and the scriptures even say that too, how even the angels, how they fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai. So guess what? Not only do we fear Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, but so do the angels. So do you think the holy angels are going to mess up their job and not do what Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai says so they can die? Hell no. So they're going to make sure they do it, and the angels are perfect, and they got spiritual power. So they know exactly what they're doing when it comes to their jobs. So guess what? All we got to do is trust Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai. Because Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai and the angels, they never fail. So where it says how we're never going to die, believe that. Where it says we're going to have food, we're going to have protection, and have bunkers and wealth and riches and be protected, believe that. And this is 2 Ezra chapter 8 verse 20. It says, O Lord Yahweh, thou that dwellest in everlastingness, which beholdest from above things in the heaven and in the air, whose throne is inestimable, whose glory may not be comprehended, before whom the hosts of angels stand with trembling. So it said how even the angels stand with trembling. Yes, so the angels, they're going to make sure they get the job done and please Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai. So guess what? We're not going to die. We have holy angels protecting us 24/7. So now let's go back to 2 Ezra's, the 2nd chapter, and let's read verse 26 again. It says, As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. Yep. So when it comes to us being protected, and when it comes to us making it through Jacob's trouble, guess what? We're going to make it through no problem. And then it says, Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. Yeah, so guess what? Everyone else is going to be doing bad. Yep, best friends are going to be killing each other. Family members going to be killing each other. People resorting to cannibalism, eating their best friends, eating their children, eating their family members, eating their pets. But guess what? We're going to have all the delicious food we want. We're not going to be crying and weeping. We're going to be laughing. We're going to be comfy. We're going to be getting full night's sleeps. We're going to be getting uninterrupted sleep. Yep, and guess what? A lot of those bunkers are soundproof and everything. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, he's going to have us away from civilization. So we're not going to hear all the gunshots, screams, stabs, people screaming for help. Hell no. We're going to be good. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai is going to make sure of that. We're going to be merry. And to be merry means happy. And that word merry and mirth go together. So guess what? The mirth is disappearing for everybody else, but we're going to have it. We're going to have happiness, comfort, relaxation, joy. That's what we're going to have. For real. And it says, The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith Yahweh. Yes, so people are going to envy us. People that have smoked with us. People that are incensed against us. But guess what? They won't be able to do anything because we have holy protection. We're going to have the protection of the holy angels and that spiritual power. So no one's going to be able to mess with us. So we don't got to worry about being robbed or losing our food or having our wives raped or something bad happening to your children or nothing. Now, we don't got to worry about none of that happening. Hell no. We're going to be untouchable. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, he has our back. For real. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai is going to do some amazing things for us. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, he's going to be doing so many deliverances, so many miracles and blessings for us. He's going to make our faith skyrocket. For we're about to see so many blessings and amazing, unexplainable things that, we're going to see so many beautiful things that we're never going to doubt ever again. For real. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, he's going to give us no choice but to believe in him. Because we've been holding on for so long, so now we're about to be greatly rewarded. And hold on real quick, let me get some water real quick. Alright, all set? Yes, so let's get right back to it. I got some more 5 scriptures. Let's go in the book of Psalms now. Yeah, so we gotta know that we're not gonna die. Yahweh Shemashai got everything already set for us. And this is Psalms chapter 20 and 1. And it says, the Lord Yahweh hear thee in the day of trouble. The name of the Lord Yahweh of Jacob defend thee. Yes, so it says how Yahweh will hear us in the day of trouble. What day is on the way? Jacob's trouble. Jacob's trouble is about to come, and even when it comes to our little troubles, our many troubles that we go through now, guess what? Yahweh Shemashai, he always pulls his way out of it. We may have to endure for a little bit, but then boom, everything always ends up fine. And we end up even better before. I mean, we always end up in a better situation after going through that than before. Yeah, so we always come up better. Why? Because we're being purified. We're going through that purification process. For real, Yahweh Shemashai, he's always with us. And this is Psalms chapter 22 and 26. It says the meek. Who's the meek? The 144,000 men and 1/3 women and children. So Psalms 22 and 26, it says, the meek shall eat and be satisfied. They shall praise the Lord Yahweh that seek him. Your heart shall live forever. Yes, so it says how we shall eat and be satisfied. So guess what? We're going to be satisfied. Spiritually and physically. All of our needs are going to be met, and when it comes to us, we're going to have so much abundance. Yo, we're not going to be lacking nothing. There ain't going to be no scarcity for us. For real. We're going to be the new rich. When you have abundance of riches, when you have abundance of wealth, you're rich. And we're transitioning into being the new rich. Because Yahweh said that he will give us abundance. So as when all hell's breaking loose, trust me, you ain't going to have to be all skimpy with food, rationing things out, barely getting by. Oh, hell no. Yahweh Shem Yashai. Yahweh Shem Yashai, he's going to make sure that we're satisfied. For real. And let's grab another picture. Yep. Beautiful ass bunker, right? That's an underground bunker. Imagine sitting up in those nice cushiony chairs with some cookies and some ginger tea with some raw honey in it. Sitting with your wives watching movies up in bathrobes. Yo, that's how it's gonna be in Jacob's trouble. All that comfort's for us right there. All that comfort's for us. Yeah, all the kids are gonna be put to sleep. All your wives are gonna be massaging you, playing board games together, just having fun. That's how it's supposed to be, and that's coming back. Yep, because traditional, when it comes to traditional fun, when it comes to board games, drawing, hopscotch, kickball, basketball, things like that. Like when it comes to traditional fun things, that's making a huge comeback because people can't use electronics as much because you have a lot of places with power outages and the power's about to be off everywhere. And guess what? People ain't gonna have no more electricity, so people ain't gonna have no more Xbox, no more PS2, no more PS3, PS4. No one's gonna have their little app games, their Angry Birds, their Candy Crush. Nope, it's going right back to traditionalism. So people are gonna have to use their brains again. Yeah, so we're gonna be having so much fun up in bunkers. For real. That old school traditional fun. Even outside your bunker, where you and your wife's gonna go outside, laying in the grass together, looking up at the night sky, looking up at the stars twinkling, skipping rocks in a pond, going in front of a campfire. For real. Just little things like that. For real. Yahweh Shemashai got a lot of beautiful things ready for us. And now, let's go to Psalms chapter 33. And we'll go to verse 18. Behold, the eye of the Lord Yahweh is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy. Yeah, so guess what? Yahweh Shemashai, he's watching us. Yahweh Shemashai, he always has us protected because we fear him. Because since we fear him and hope in his mercy, we don't gotta worry about destruction because we're on his good side. And it also says to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. So guess what? When famine comes, we're gonna have plenty of food. When famine comes, we're gonna have the best food that we ever ate in our life. Think of the best party you ever went to, the best restaurant, the best vacation resort, your woman or the best woman that you were ever with that made the most delicious food that you ever had. Yo, when Jacob's trouble comes, we're gonna have better food even than that. For real, yo, when Jacob's trouble comes, we're gonna eat mad good. Trust and believe that one. For real, so know that Yahweh Shemashah, he is for sure with us. For real. Shoot, I'm like, damn. I'm like, shit, it makes you want all hell to break loose just right now, just so you could be up in one of those bunkers right now. For real. Yeah, that's how we're gonna be living soon. For real. Yeah, so our lives are about to make a major change. You're about to be up in a beautiful bunker. You're about to have spiritual power. You're about to have 10,000 wives. You're about to have all the delicious food you want, everything that you ever wanted. Everything's gonna be all good. For real. Yahweh Shemashah got us, so I'll always remember that. Yahweh Shemashah got us protected in every which way. And let's get that too. This is Job chapter 5 and 19. It says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. Yeah, so it says how in 7 ways how no evil is going to touch us. And 7 represents completion. Yeah, so no evil is going to touch us. Yahweh promised that. The same way it said it and also in Sirach, I believe Sirach 33 or Sirach 30, where it said there shall no evil happen unto them that fear the Lord. Yeah, so we're going to be good. And it says, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Yes, so in famine we're going to have food. When it comes to race wars, when it comes to urban wars and shootouts in any which other type of way, we don't got to worry about being caught up in the midst of that. We don't got to worry about being drafted into World War III. We don't got to worry about the missiles hitting us. All that we're going to be shielded from it. It says, thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. Yeah, so a lot of people are going to try to rat us out. A lot of people are going to be snitching on us, trying to get us caught by the FBI, trying to give anonymous tips to Esau so we can be caught and thrown in a FEMA camp. Because we have a whole lot of haters. We have a lot of people that are against us and that are going to work hand in hand with Esau to try to bring us down. But that's not going to work. Every trap and snare that everyone has laid for us when it comes to these 2/3 devils and heathens trying to make us fall, they're going to fall into their own traps. So we're going to be all good. And it said how we shall not be afraid of destruction. Yeah, so everyone else is going to be afraid. They're not going to know what's going on, how it's going to stop. They're not going to have no faith, no food. They're going to be going crazy. They're going to have no protection. These people are done for. Because these people, when all hell breaks loose, they're going to literally believe that it's the end of the world. When all hell breaks loose, these 2/3 devils and heathens, they're literally going to think that everyone's going to die. But we know that the majority of the earth is going to die, but a small remnant's going to be saved, and that the kingdom of heaven's about to come. See, we're rejoicing because we're seeing these signs, because we know that it means that the kingdom of heaven is about to come. But everyone else, they really believe that it's the end of all humanity. Yeah, like when it comes to these doomsday scenarios, like 2020, I mean not 2020, like 2012. And when it comes to all these scenarios where Esau makes all these movies where he depicts how everyone's gonna die, no. You see, Esau calls it the end of the world. No, it's not the end of the world. It's the end of Esau's world. It's the end of the Edomite queendom. That's what it's the end of. Because what does it say in 2nd Ezra? Let's grab that. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Yeah, so Esau's the end, but we're the beginning. And that proves that Edomites can receive salvation. And that's one thing I don't get is what you still got Israelites trying to save heathens. It's like, what don't y'all understand? Didn't it say Esau's the end of the world? So Esau's in his rulership right now. Esau, he's in his power. But who got next? Who's suffering right now? We are, right? So who's about to come up? We are. And who's about to come down? Esau. So who's the beginning of the world? It says who's the beginning of it? Jacob. So who's about to rule? Us. We're taking over. That's why it's called a Jakeover. We're the ones taking over. Esau had his time. His time's up. Now it's our time. Now we're about to come into our rest. Yes, so the tables are turning. We're coming up on top. These devils are going down. And it's beautiful. For 2020 has been very exciting. For real. So Yahweh Shemashai, he's gonna make sure that we have everything we need. We gotta keep throwing up these prayers because Yahweh Shemashai, he's answering all of our prayers. He's constantly delivering us out of all of our troubles. And let's continue reading. It says, "And famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth." Yes, so it said, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Yes, so we're going to be living good. The tables are turning, and guess what? We're going to be the ones laughing. Everyone else, they're going to be catching hell. Everyone else, they're going to be getting destroyed. They're going to be catching L's. They're going to have no hope, no way to get delivered out of their situations. The police ain't going to help them. Emergency services ain't going to help them. Their money, everything that they carnally trusted in, it's not going to help them. So these people are screwed. These people are going to be done for. For real. Yahweh Shemashai is about to destroy these people. And we're going to get to see it. The same way everybody seen us suffering, guess what? We're about to see everybody else suffering. And like how it says in, what is it, Psalms 23? Where it says how Yahweh prepares a table before mine enemies. Guess what? Yahweh, he's preparing the table before all of our enemies. And everyone's going to see us prospering. Everyone's going to see us with all of our wives during Isaiah 4:1. Everyone's going to see us with that spiritual power. Everyone's going to see us with that glow and that shine. And no one's going to be able to take it away from us. So, we have a lot of beautiful things on the way for us. We're going to laugh at destruction of famine. So, Yahweh Shemashai is going to make sure that we're comfortable. Can you imagine laughing during a time where billions of people are dying and you're seeing people starve to death, and you're seeing cannibalism and rape, and you're seeing strange apparitions, and you're seeing shootouts, and you're seeing bombs go off and hearing glass shattering, and just seeing blood everywhere during the worst time ever in human history? You have to have a lot of damn stability to be laughing during a time period like that. And guess what? That's exactly what Yahweh Shemashai is going to give us. He's giving us that stability. That's why I said in Isaiah 33:6, how knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times. Yeah, so guess what? We're going to be comfortable and stable. We're going to have plenty of it. For real. And now, let's go to verse 23. It says, "For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee." Yeah, so guess what? We're going to have that spiritual power too to communicate with animals, and animals are going to protect us. We don't got to worry about wild animals attacking us. We don't got to worry about wild animals mauling us to pieces. Hell no. The animals are going to be cool with us, and they're going to look out for us. We're going to bring them to our bunkers. And that day, we're going to have the spiritual power to domesticate wild animals. And that day, we're going to be able to domesticate strange apparitions. We're going to be able to take a newly created beast and domesticate it and make it cool with us. and it'll obey us like a dog. For this the power that we're gonna have. We're about to have power on an unimaginable level. This the power that we used to have, but we lost it. But now in these last days, now that we're coming back to Yahweh Shem Yoshai, we're coming back into our real power. We're going back to our angelic state. And now that we're going back to it, we ain't gonna never fall out of that state ever again. We're gonna be in our immortal angelic state forever this time. We're gonna be perfect forever and ever. We're never gonna fall out of our state ever again. We're never gonna fall from perfection ever again. This is all about to be over with. And this is Isaiah chapter 65 and 13. It says, "Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit." So Yahweh, he made a clear differentiation. So that proves that Yahweh don't love everybody right there. Yahweh said his servants are going to eat, but these 2/3 devils and heathens, they're not going to have food. Yahweh said that his servants are going to have drink, but everyone else is going to be thirsty. We're going to be rejoicing. We're going to be happy. We're going to be safe. We're going to have comfort. We're going to have abundance. We're going to have everything, but everyone else, they're going to be lacking. They're going to be fighting over the scraps. They're going to have crumbs. Shit, if that, they ain't going to have nothing. We're going to have everything. It's going to be our turn to laugh. It's going to be our turn to rejoice. It's going to be our turn to cry tears of joy. Even when we get that spiritual power and when Isaiah 4:1 comes, we're going to be crying tears of joy. Having spiritual power, getting our glory, being in bunkers, being more precious than fine gold, finally being able to have all these beautiful women that we've been marking up and praying for. After suffering for so long, hell yeah, this is our time. Like right now ain't time to be ashamed. It's time for us to be happy. For real, we're supposed to be happy. Like how Yahweh Shai said. Yahweh Shai said, if you deny me before men, I will deny you before my Father. But if you confess me before men, I will confess you before my Father. So yo, we're happy to be men of the Lord. We're happy to be Israelites. We're happy to be Yasha'Allah. We're happy to be princes of the power. We got nothing but glory coming to us. All of our blessings are on the way to us. It already shipped. Like you ever order something off of Amazon and you place the order and you get the order confirmation, and then and then at the end of it, it says we'll send you another notification when it ships, and then you finally get the notification when it ships, and you get the expected delivery date. Yeah, well, guess what? All of your blessings are already shipped. All of your blessings are just waiting to arrive to you. And when blessings come, even on this side, even while we're still in our mortal bodies, we're going to be crying tears of joy. We're going to be crying tears of happiness on this side. That's how greatly Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is going to look out for us. For real, so we don't got to worry about nothing. Yo, we're gonna be good. Yo, everything, yo, like you know how when you pray for something and a lot of things you could word it the way you want, but a lot of things it's like you can't word it just the right way, but it's like you know how when you speak to somebody and you can't word it right, but then you say to them, you know what I mean. You know when you say that to someone and then they be like, yeah, because some things you can't like put it in words just the way you want to, but you know the other person knows what you mean. Yeah, a lot of times like when you pray for things, like whether it's something you want or if it's like something that you want taken away, like that's bothering you, like a certain affliction, like you may not be able to word certain things you want the way you want to exactly, but guess what? Yahweh, he knows exactly what you mean. Like sometimes words can't express things, but guess what? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, he knows exactly what you mean. And guess what? All of your wants, all of your desires, everything that you want, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai, he already got all that ready for you. All that's already waiting for you. All of your prayers are already answered. Everything's going to be all good. Yeah, we just got to wait upon Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai. A lot of times, things don't happen right when we want. We got to wait upon Yahweh Ba'Shem Yashai. So a lot of times, it's just a game of patience. It's a waiting game. So we just got to stay patient because... Yo, I seen this ill quote too. it was like, because you know sometimes when you hate waiting and sometimes you just want to jump the gun, but I seen this quote. It was like the pain of regret is worse than the pain of waiting. It was like the pain of waiting on God is a whole lot better than dealing with the pain of trying to fast forward the process and having everything fall apart. So we just gotta wait. And there's even a scripture about that. Y'all know what I'm talking about too. Let's go to Sirach. Let's go to Sirach, the 2nd chapter. Sirach chapter 2, verse 14. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord Yahweh shall visit you? Yeah, so a lot of times we want to give up, or we want to rush things, or take matters into our own hands or something like that. But guess what? All we got to do is keep waiting. Yep, Yahweh said to wait. That's all we got to do. Yahweh Shemashai got everything set for us. We're going to be taken care of. All of our enemies are going to be destroyed. Everyone that brought harm to us, they're all going to be put to death. Everyone's going to pay for what they have done. No one's going to get away for what they have done unto the little ones. Because we're the little ones, the 144,000 men, the 1/3 women and children, the helpers and friends of the prophets. People, they got to pay for what they've done to us. They didn't get away with that. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter whether it was old friends in the world, your parents, step-parents, family members. You are one of the Lord's little ones. You got to pay for that. No one gets away with harming us. For real, we are special unto Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. And Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, he's going to greatly avenge us. So we got to know that Yahweh Hashem Yahshai is answering all of our prayers and that we're not forsaken. And this is Matthew chapter 7 and 7. Ask and it shall be given you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. For everyone that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be opened. Yes, so all we got to do is ask. Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, he loves it when we ask him and trust in him. For real. Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, he wants us to rely on him and him only. Where he's our power. Yahweh's our provider. And he don't want us going to nobody else. Because like how it says in Exodus 20, it says how Yahweh is a jealous power. So he don't want us going to these heathens. He don't want us relying on nothing else but him. So all we got to do is seek Yahweh Hashem Yahshai and have faith in him. And everything's going to be all good. Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, he knows what we need. Even before we ask it. And then some people may say, well, if he already knows what we need before we ask it, why do we got to ask for it to begin with? Because he wants to have faith in it. He wants to believe in it. It's all about faith. That's why it says the just shall live by faith. We live by faith. This is all about faith. That's why it says in Ephesians, the 2nd chapter, how we're going to be saved by faith. So guess what? We're going to be living in luxury very soon. Our living conditions are going to change. Things are going to get better. You're going to eat all the food you want, all the time you want. Everything's going to be all good. You're going to have all the beautiful women you want. All you Akwathium, all you sisters, y'all going to be good too. You're going to have a man of the Lord. Yahweh's going to renew your mind so that all of your insecurities are taken away. So that all the westernization and all of the feminism is taken out of your mind. And you'll have no problem sharing your man and having a bunch of sister wives and bearing children. It's going to be beautiful. This is all coming. For real, we're seeing a lot of beautiful changes and it's getting better and better. So this was titled The 144,000 Men and the 1/3 Women and Children are going to live in comfort during Jacob's trouble. It's coming very soon. So remember, we're going to be all good. So I pray that all of this was edifying, faith boosting, and spiritually uplifting. And with that, I want to say shalom and peace. What do you have,